What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Future Knight Eric here, and
how's it going, everybody? It's Frisbee Moonsong here.
And tell us, Frisbee Moonsong, what have you done?
I think I broke Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is officially broken. I've come up with a new deck. I think my list is on my channel as well. I was talking about it, but I've kind of like perfected it and played it this weekend, and it did really stupid well.
Alright, and what are we calling this deck?
I think Spright Tear is a good way to do it.
Alright.
I think Spright Tear. Because I don't know, it does have a little punk engine, but Spright Tear is a nice one.
Fair enough. Anything else you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give before we get into the
I
profile?
want to shout out to Ganesh for letting me use the blues, because I don't have blues yet, and the punks. He let me use the punks as well, which is really cool. So that was like a lot of help with the deck, but other than that, that's about it.
Okay, awesome. Let's get into it. Main deck first.
So let's start off with the Tearalament. We play 3 Merly. We play the 3 Merly. This card is insane because it sends the top 3, of course. On top of it, it's a level 2, so synergy with the sprites. And on top of it, it's an aqua, so you can actually use it to make totally awesome.
It's insane.
Also, its fusion effect would usually trigger off Gigantic Sprite, but that doesn't matter.
Oh wow, okay.
But yes, it's really good. It's one of your main normal summons of the deck.
Okay.
Then for the other tiers, we have 3 Havness.
That's the quick effect from hand one, right?
You play it basically as another hand trap, which is really nice. It's just basically a hand trap because making Kaleido Heart or Dragostophilia on your opponent's turn is really strong.
Fair enough.
There's that. Then we play 2 Sharon.
You wouldn't bump this up to 3, eh?
It's iffy. So like it does kind of make you go neg 1 in the hand for using it, but I wouldn't bump it up to 3. I think you want to see other cards as well. You just want to have enough Tearlaments to fusion someone with it. I could test it at 3 and see what happens, but I feel like 2 is the right ratio. For sure. Not too keen on discarding too many things.
Yeah, especially since the sprites don't trigger engrave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why. And then we play the 1 Reynard.
I suppose this is like another normal, but you said it was also a brick.
Yeah, it's also a normal, but it's also a brick. You mostly want to search it off kit colors. You don't really want to get it. But even if it's in hand, you can always discard it for Swap Frog to summon because it's a water.
Yeah.
And you can also add it back with Toad for next turn plays.
It's insane.
So that's really strong as well.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So there's that. And you need this to make Kaleido Heart, so you need the 1.
Yeah, for sure.
But playing 3 is just way too much.
Okay, fair enough. And that's it for the tiers, right? No
Yeah,
field
that's it for the
spell.
tiers. Yeah, no.
You wouldn't play the field spell.
No, I wouldn't play the field spell because a lot of the time you mill in your stuff and field spell does nothing when it's milled.
Okay,
So that really doesn't help, and the rest of the stuff we're just using the sprites.
Alright, fair enough.
Because this is just like a engine. This is your starter, and sprite is your follower.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
we have the sprite engine. We play 3 blue. Shout out to Pranesh and Stefan. Stefan borrowed me one of his. Then we play 3 jets.
Yeah, it's pretty standard for the
standard,
sprites
yeah.
lineup.
And 2 red and 1 carrot.
Okay, so even in a list where you're using different engines, you're still on the 2 red.
Yeah,
I see a lot of lists
still 2
play
red,
1 and 1.
Yeah.
What made you decide to play 2?
I feel like monster negation is really strong in this format. Also, it's just to have the extra sprite in hand is special.
Yeah.
Just the extra level 2 is just really cool.
Okay, fair enough.
Then for the next engine, we play a small punk engine. We play the 1 Zeoman, 1 Diamond, 1 Foxy Toon.
This is literally to get into Papega, right?
Yeah, it's to get into Papega. Also, you can go into Hulk, and then Hulk starts your sprite combo.
Yeah.
Which is really strong. I'm tired of seeing this in my hand. Out of all the games today, I played 4 games. I opened it I think there was only 1 game I did not open.
It's insane.
Which was weird. I blame Pranesh.
Because it's his, hey?
Yeah, because it is. I need to get a different gear note.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just insane. Like even just getting the Foxy is pretty good. But yeah, it's really strong in general.
Fair enough.
And then we have the
frog package. No dupe frog.
No dupe frog, because the dupe frog in this is a brick, because you already have your normal summons as your Merly. So your Merly is your other aqua that you can play to make Toad.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't need that. Then the spicy tech, Shadow Falco.
Yeah, this dude, I can't believe this card is even real in this deck.
I was looking at how to make window in the deck, because obviously you can turn 1, and also that you can in follow up, like going turn 2. So I was looking for a Shadow that fitted, and this was one of the level 2 Shadows. which is really insane. But on top of it, it is a tuner. So in your combo, you summon it off Hulk, so you automatically get it into your grave immediately instead of hoping to mill it.
Yeah.
And then you can just make like gigantic elf with it or anything.
So this literally just bridges like all three of the decks together.
Yeah, it bridges all the decks together, and on top of it, if it's sent to the grave for a card effect, it summons itself in base down defense.
Yeah, and then you contribute it
it's
for
a
your
tribute
sprites,
file,
yeah.
for
It's
your
insane.
sprites. So that's really, really good. It's like the one you should all take. Then hand traps, we play 3 Gamma in the main and 3 Ash.
Obviously not a lot of space to max out, but those are probably the best ones.
Yeah, these
and
are
of
the
course you're
best
playing
ones.
E-Telly for this.
Yeah, you play E-Telly for the Gamma, so it starts off your combo anyway. And also you're playing Havness, so you're basically playing 9 hand traps
Yeah.
with the Havness. So Ash is like the best, Gamma is the best. You know,
enough.
it really kills a lot of decks, so it's really, really strong. And then for spells, 3 starter,
Obviously.
and then 3 E-Telly. The E-Telly is obviously for the Xiamen, but it's for Gamma as well. Also,
Yeah.
you can summon a Gamma of Hulk, which
Yeah.
is insane.
No smashes
No
for Mystic
smashes.
Mine out.
The Smash is also kind of a brick.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think you really have a problem with Mystic Mine going second, because usually most of the time you have an Omni Negate up anyway.
Yeah.
So they have no way to like kind of deal with it.
Sure.
And you'll see in the side there's stuff to deal with it. So
Yeah.
like, it doesn't really matter. And
Yeah.
then 1 chord by.
Okay. Yeah, it's called by. Guard card should be
Yeah,
banned.
the E-Telly is like just insane. You see this in opening hand, it's full combo.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because your Pepega can actually add back either a Sprite or a Tearalament, because they're both dark. And then your Tearalaments trigger if they sent off Pepega.
It's insane, yeah.
So speaking of Pepega,
The fucking OG.
Chaos Ruler. So usually your combo is you make the P.U.N.K play, and then you make Pepega and you bring back Diamond, and then you link it to Hulk, and Hulk summons back the Falco.
Yes.
And then you special your first Sprite, and then you summon this, and you can use the Falco and this to make Baron.
Yeah,
So you're able to play Baron as well in
it's
this deck,
insane.
which is really, really strong. So that's like so much follow-up.
This card probably should be banned, to be
Yeah.
honest. Actually, like in reality, it facilitates so much
Because
degeneracy.
this will add like either a Tearalament or Sprite, so either one is fine. And then for the XGs, you play 1 gigantic Sprite. Cause,
Just one, yeah.
yeah, 'cause
Space is also a bit
usually
tighter.
once you've made the one, you don't go into it ever again, because your follow-up is just insane.
Yeah.
And if you run out of Sprite, you're usually playing Tearalament Sprite.
Yeah, and you're not really relying on the second sprite to OTK
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously 1 Toad, because
course,
the
yeah.
cyclable for
Yeah.
these. So it's really good. Then fusions, you play the Winder, because it's summonable thanks to Falco.
Yeah.
You play the 1 Dragostapelia. Dragostapelia is the fusion I play because it allows you to shuffle back the kit colors.
Yes.
So you can bring back the kit colors again.
Okay.
That's really, really strong, allowing you to get this back and keep fusioning once again.
Yeah.
Over and over and over. And then you play the 1 Collider Heart.
Okay. So just a small fusion
Yeah,
package.
just a small fusion package. The Wonder, but even just these 2 is strong. The strong thing about Collider Heart is it synergizes with frogs as well, because if you
When you told me this, I couldn't believe it.
if you use Swap Frog's effect to send from deck to grave, it triggers a shuffle. So you can normal summon a Swap Frog effect, send from deck to grave, or send itself, and you can trigger a shuffle.
Yeah, the send itself is also wild. I
Or you
didn't
can
know.
even use Sprite Elf to summon back Swap Frog, send itself, and then it triggers a shuffle. So it
insane.
synergizes really well. And on top of that, because these require fusions for summoning, you can shuffle your Swap Frogs back into the deck with these.
Keep
So it's
recycling them, yeah.
You keep recycling it over and over and over, so that's pretty strong.
It's insane.
And then for the links, we play 2 Spright Elf.
Yeah, I was about to say minimum 2. This card's insane.
Yeah, 2 is like really, really good. I think like in the pure, probably 3 is
3,
okay.
yeah.
But like, I feel like also if you need to go into your 3rd one, you're overextending somewhere as well.
Yeah.
It's like for last ditch resort. I feel like you're okay at 2, even in the pure. But still, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course. And then you play the Hulk of Fibrax.
Yeah, probably the other card that combines all of it and so broken.
Yeah, because like you summon the Falco, you can summon a Gamma, and then it allows your sprites in hand to be live, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Which is really, really good as well. And then you play the 1 IP, you play the Nightmare Unicorn, and you play Axis Code Talker.
Yeah, a little package there.
Yeah, a little package over there. And then the card I played today was the Dark Charmer.
Dark. How did it do?
It against the tier elements, I managed to summon a Dragostapelia from my opponent's grave. So it bought me a negate, which is really strong. Before I was playing Psychic and Punisher,
Okay.
which weirdly enough helped me play around Goes and Match.
Oh yes, okay.
you can make Psychic and Punisher in here because you got Ash on the level 8. But it's iffy. Like, this is a nice
That's a flex spot,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a flex spot. And this, I feel like for what was here today, this is really good.
Okay, fair enough.
And Field Spell.
Yeah, also Field Center, yeah. Alrighty, and then your side deck,
And then for side deck,
which is obviously interchangeable
yeah,
depending on where and
so we play 3 crows.
3 draws.
3 draws, sorry.
Yeah, no, all
crows.
good.
No crows. Crows is our weakness. 3 draws, because the draw is basically for the Dragon Link, in case people are still playing that.
And Flunder as well.
Flanders is also, it also hurts punks. It kills pure punks, which
Yeah.
is really, really good. Then we play 3 Dark Willow No More.
It's kind of a staple in the format, I think.
Staple in the format currently, because
Yeah.
nothing activates in standby anymore.
True,
Yeah,
true.
that's really strong. And then back row hate, we play 2 Twin Twister, 2 Cyclone, 1 Harpy.
Fair enough. Nice little diversity.
Back row is terrifying, so
Yeah.
we have to watch out for that. And also
Yeah,
Red
reboot.
Reboot,
Makes
because
sense.
even one thing Spright struggles with is they struggle with getting big monsters and OTKing very quickly.
Yes.
But Tearalament covers that basis really, really nice.
Because they're all huge, yeah.
They're able to make these big, beefy, thick girls kind of thing. So, with that. And then last but not least,
Anti-spell. We play it until it's banned.
yeah, play it until it's done.
Awesome.
Probably won't be. But yeah, that's the deck list. That's a crazy idea. It's done so well. I haven't lost a match with it yet. So.
Yeah, and you played yesterday and today, right?
Yeah, played
And you
yesterday at the
topped
Box
both, came
tournament.
first.
Yeah, I came first.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Well done on cooking this monstrosity up.
Yeah, and it's not even easy matchups as well. It's been like against Spright, against Tearalament, like I played a whole bunch of the meta. Mostly,
Yeah.
You know? So it's not. It's been fights.
Yes, you've been fighting to get those ones.
So it's really, really good.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Robert, Frisbee Moonsong, for sharing. I'm not sure if this is going to be on both of our channels, definitely going to be on mine.
Go for it.
But yeah, thank you for sharing, and we'll check you in the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.